Welcome, friends. Today, we're doing another live stream. Again. How are we? What's happening? Are you okay? I am Phil. I am Phil. Have you all been up to much? Oh dear. My inner hype beast almost made me buy a 2007 DHI bottle, but I know damn well I won't wear it at all. Have you got a link to that spaced out? Because I'd buy it. Hello, American Pie. Just woke up and don't have a scent of the day yet. If I don't buy it, American Pie will buy it. Maybe American Pie will buy it even if I do. Who knows? I would definitely like to fucking own a vintage one of those, though. That would be cool. Just as like a collector's item sort of thing. But I would wear it as well. As I try to with most of my fragrances. I try to with all of my fragrances, but whether I actually fucking accomplish it or not, a different thing. I will send you the email. One moment, please. Where am I? Sorry, I'm just prancing about like a tit. What's going on here? Your videos. My videos. Uh-oh. Videos. Well, why can't I just get to my channel? Home. Aha! Here I am. No money, says Rabbit. What's up, Rabbit? I am well. Whoops. Let me know when you've got it spaced out. Hello, Natalia. Hello, Drawn by Sense. Hello, Micah. What is everybody wearing today? I am wearing Encens Mythique. Excuse me whilst I nibble some dark chocolate. One moment, please. I've got an email. Excuse me whilst I just remove my email address from the world. Okay, sent. You certainly have. Thank you. Parfuma. Offering bottle. Let's have a look. How much do they want? Shipping gratis. Oh, it's a 50ml. Oh, they're all 50mls, of course. Hello. I'm just sending this chap a message. I actually just set up a Parfumo account the other day, so nice. Oh, wait. A moment. I don't know. I don't know how the message thing on Parfumo works, so it's just telling us to wait a moment at the minute. Let's see. Well, thank you, Spaced Out. You are too kind. Too much patoo, says Rabbit. Yes, that'll do it. Good evening, MJ. Scent of the day is La Daleric Ski. Mike, I just sold his Naxos. Good riddance. Good riddance indeed. Well done. Scent of the day, Civet from Zoologist, says Natalia. Nice. Pradeep is in a vintage Egoist. Ooh, a man after my own heart. That's right. Good man. How will I know that somebody has messaged me on Parfumo? Does anyone know? Please let me know when I get back from this bathroom break. I should have gone before I started the stream. Burke. Wow. Hi. Once again, friends, I am here. I am here. I am going to take my jumper off because I don't like lying down with a top on. It's weird. Oh, I saw somebody mention Amber Nui in the chat. I've got an Amber Nui candle. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. I've got an Amber Nui candle, and on the Amber Nui candle, right? The wick is off center, and there is nothing worse for a candle than the wick being off center. And it's just fucking, it's not great. It's not great, lads. I won't lie. Aha! A moment ago, Mr. Infinite has replied. Oh, that's excellent. Aha. Excellent. How much the fragrance? How much is the fragrance? I accept the risk. I accept the risk. Kind regards, Danny. Well, Danny, you are a nice person. What else do I want to say? Sorry, this is very rude. I'm doing business dealings on Deeper Stream. I beg your pardon, right? I'm going to try and catch up with the chat, but I see that it is miles ahead of us. Right, no money. Afternoon all. Scent of the day is YSLM7. I need to wear that soon. I really do. Today I wore Ensens Mythique because it was hoying it down. It's been miserable, and that is... Ensens Mythique has that kind of melancholic... We'll be poetic about it and call it melancholic, but it's got a touch of misery about it. But it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant, like... I am an egoist vintage, you certainly are. I remember talking about this. A man after my own heart is Pradeep. Thinking of music for a while, but afraid it might be a bit sweet for my taste. It is sweet, but it's good. I like it. It's got that pineapple and caramel. Not that the two notes ever feel like they interact. For me, they stay kind of like separate from each other, but it is sweet. Be left in no doubt. Girl on head of Taj. Is that what you're wearing today? Is that the vintage, Rabbit? Wore Oud Side by Louis Varel, but this evening I'm trying a bit of B683. What do you think of that? I thought those fragrances were good. I thought the Marc Antoine Barrois were good, but I thought the Marc Antoine Barrois were good, but I wouldn't buy any of them. I appreciate them because they are creative, because they're a bit different, even though Biche has been working on this DNA for a while, as I discovered through my journey with Eldo. But I wouldn't pay for any of them, and some of the prices of the extras are scandalous. What's up there, everyone? Hello, Shiva Vareen, how are you? Someone wants 200 for 100 mil for music for art. It's not a bad price, that. Is that dollars? How are you doing today, Sir Doug? I'm well, Michael. How are you, sir? Tried Amber Nui again. Can't get past 2 hours off my skin, says Mike. Yeah, the newer formulations of the Dior Privés are shite. They're not great, like. They're not great. The old ones were brilliant. The new ones are not. Space Dad says, no worries, go to user page and on the right there is a message option. Your post box appears pink when you receive a message. Ooh, how modern. Fucking real men get pink messages, like. So I've also sent them. I need to change my profile picture. Blog, perfume photos, settings, dark mode, account picture or cover. I need to add one. Update a new picture with Quack. That'll do. Sorry, I'm just mincing about with a photo at the minute. That'll do. There it is. There's a little duck with a hat. Nice. Anyway, no worries. Your postbox appears pink. Happy Saturday. Hello, Anush. Need to find a vintage bottle of Ego, says Micah. Yes, possibly. It's fucking great stuff. How are you doing today, the great Anush, says Michael. Scent of the Day, Shiva says, Terror and Magnificence by Beaufort. You're enjoying those Beauforts, aren't you? Anuj and Castoria Mal streams his product. Yes, I caught a bit of that, but I was asleep, actually. I went to sleep really early yesterday. Vintage Al and Vintage Anuj and Vintage Eugene. West Nude says, hi, all Scent of the Day is Loewe 001 Man EDP. That is a wordy name. But I rate Loewe. Like they are like, I think they're good quality scents. Like, thoughts on Portos? I sold mine to Ramsey. For me, if you've got vintage Koros, that's the best of that type of scent. You know, I just preferred Koros, and I knew Ramsey wanted a bottle, and I had a bottle, and I wasn't that keen on it. And so I was happy to part with it to him for what I paid for it, really. So, good times. Not really big on Portos, if I'm honest. I like the idea of having all those Balenciagas. Not the new stuff, though. But, yeah, haven't yawned in 10 minutes. You're a bad man, Proddy, because it will come. And it's coming now, I can feel it. I'm coming out as soon as you've mentioned it. If you hadn't said, it wouldn't have happened. You're a bad man. Ah, come on, Mr. Infinite. Whoa. You have no unread messages. I'm going to start working on my Parfumo profile. Because I know Ramsey really rates it, really highly. Phil Stevens says, good day, Rich. Good day to you, sir. Glad you chimed into my conundrum. Labouring over the purchase of Listerine bottle Heritage ADT before they're gone. Go for it. You can still get them relatively cheap. Just go for it, like. Scent of the Day, Givenchy Noctambule. Givenchy Noctambule. Is that one of the new ones, Matrax? One of the samples that you sent me. I love Jaipur EDP Modern. Thank you. Rachel's wearing Everlasting by the Zoo. One of my friends thinks that's one of the best smells she's ever smelled in her entire life. I'm going to do a sample thing. My next first impressions thing that I'm going to be doing is going to be Affinescence. I've got the Affinescence sample set, so I'm going to be going through them probably sometime this week. That video on Egoist yesterday has been coming a while. I didn't realize Bois Noir was going to be as different. I was under the impression Bois Noir was just going to be a deeper, richer, thicker version of Egoist, the vintage Egoist. And then I tried it on, and it's a different fragrance. Like, the lavender's massive. It does smell like Fougere Royale, but with hints of Egoist in it. The sandalwood from Egoist, spicy cinnamon sort of thing from Egoist. It's beautiful. But is it different enough to warrant a bottle? Yes. Yes, I think it is. I've had 24 hours to chew over it, and I think it is different to warrant a bottle, and I will go for one if I can get one at a decent price. And I do know somebody who I believe has some, but we'll have to wait and see. Did you run a bath, says Micah? No. I can't get in the bath. Getting in and out the bath's an absolute nightmare for us, like. With me hip and me back. It's just an absolute joke. So, scent of the day is Jaipur ADP Modern. Thanks to the great Anuj, says Michael. Welcome, Rachel. Most welcome, Mr. Harness. What thought? What about the full bottle of Boucheron EDP you bought? Thoughts? Matt Track says, favourite diction, Zach. Well, I've only smelled a couple of them, but Rise and Mysel's pretty great. Fosco very kindly, and I feel terrible because I haven't even been able to do anything for him back. But Fosco very kindly sent me a very nice little box full of samples, and in there was Rising Mysore number 2 or 3, which was very nice. So I would have to say that one of that, but I'm not sitting here saying I'm any kind of expert. I love the wooden wick candles now. They have a comforting crackle to them, says Phil. I am using a Dior candle, which does not have a wooden wick. But whoever they've got to make this candle must have a bit of a dodgy eye. One of their eyes was on the candle and the other one was on the Congo, because the fucker certainly wasn't looking at the candle when he made it. You know? Jesus Christ. It was well off center. Like, it's well off center. You know? Upsetting scenes. But anyway. Hi, sweet Rachel, says Michael. Favorite Javois? None of them. I got a Javois sample set. Not impressed, if I'm being perfectly honest. Please write back. I am interested in your please send me sorry, I'm miles away, like. How are you, person from fucking Parfum? I really want to buy this. Current content. Souk option. I don't know what that means. This has been added to your watch list. Certainly has. Okay, sorry. Everybody's just saying hello to each other. Take some painkillers, says Rabbitable. Yes, I do that every day. Don't worry about that, mate. Multitasking is acceptable, says Phil. It might be acceptable, mate, but whether it's possible or not is a nightmare. Rachel says, Anuj, we're throwing a huge Hallows party, a whole block party on Monday. I put in my order after. Sorry, but there's a couple more frags I know I want, but need to spend some time figuring out. Yes, 1992, says Rabbit. Hi, Jossie. If anyone happens to be in Des Moines, Iowa, Monday, feel free to drop by for our Halloween party. Justin says, Oscar de la Renta for men is so underrated. Yes, Paula Wee or for men. The older models are amazing. Anyone try it? Yes, USD, Duck. Okay. It's a good price. I like Cumin in B683. Would like to try the extra version, but yes, rather pricey. Rather pricey indeed. Indeed. Extremely pricey. Giving Habit Rouge a new try. Rachel, thank you very much. I got samples of Hermes Essence, says Josie. Jonathan is wearing Venetia, and Josie is wearing Amber Nargile. How are you finding it? I tried Lignum Vitae by Beaufort. Interesting, but not a fan. All of that stuff's interesting, but some of it's really impossible to wear. Jonathan loves his Portos. Justin says Newcastle looking good. If Spurs hadn't, if Bournemouth weren't fucking bottle jobs, we'd be third. Rachel says, Duck, someday you should do a video, maybe it's a series on the Italian fragrance houses you love and why. I don't speak Italian, so I can never remember the names. I will. Krizia's quite good. Teatro alla Scala's brilliant. It's a little bit like opium. I found a vintage opium EDP today, and I'm thinking about getting it. But I mean, it wasn't the Secret de Parfum, which I haven't worn yet this year, but I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I'll do some. Hello there, Michael John. Has anybody ever bought the Luciano Pavarotti Donna? So I wouldn't mind smelling that. I'm enjoying both, says Shiva. I'm sure I will buy two. It's just which two? They are very thematic and cultish. Either way, I will not be wearing them. I will not be wearing this winter. Sexually transmitted debt is coming soon. Yes, I'm a fan of Beaufort as well, Shiva, says Jonathan. I got 2 bottles for $30 each the other day, Jonathan, says Justin. Went to the local mall and finally smelt Uncut Gem. Meh. That retail price tag is outrageous. It is. It's obscene. And I did the same. I found 2 that I like. Might be all I need. Rich, I love the Everlasting by the Zoo and agree it's one of the best things I've ever smelled. It's got a big labdanum. You might not rate it. I've smelled it already. I do. I like it. I really like it. The Zoo frags are super innovative. There's a couple of them that I don't like. But for the life of it, I can't remember what they're called. Livestream 34 again. Oops. Oh no. Start to worry. Sorry, I've been listening to David Gray. He's fucking brilliant. Alright, so clearly what I need to do is go back here. I need to go. Is Beaufort a house, Shiva, says Josie. Yes, it is. John and Shiva, I like Beaufort too with Polos. Just smelt Amouage Overture Woman again, and that's going to be my next purchase for sure. Full bottle worthy for me, says Michael John. Welcome, Michael. Yes, Beaufort is a British niche house. Yeah, the bloke who was the drummer in The Prodigy, he is the creative director, I think. Yes, Jonathan's video was really good, and I cannot wait for the next one. Exorcist Part 2, says Aaron. Yes, hopefully not. The power of Christ compels ye. I'd like to try them. Excellent draw, my sense, says Jonathan. Thank you. I'll work on another tonight, moving through the collection. I did walk away and purchase an Oud Supreme candle from Dior. Yummy. Nice. Yes, most Javoy are underwhelming, says Josie. Yeah, I think they're crap. Hello, Dushan. Winky, the one-eyed candlestick maker. Yeah, it was, yeah. Micah says, what are you buying? I'm trying to get the original Dior Intense. Rachel says, the Zoo Part 2, they are super innovative and with aroma chemicals too, which you might not rate. In my opinion, you'd like Laudermiel's work for Strangelove in New York City much better, the top source materials. I'll look into that, but I've smelled the Everlasting and I really like it. What are some of the perfume candles you own, Richard? And do they cost as much as Lapidus candle? Justin, I didn't know there was a Lapidus candle at all. I like the sound of it, but I've got some by Diptyque. I've got 3 by Dior. I've actually got 4 by Dior. I've got an Eau Noir candle by Dior. I've got a Bois d'Argent candle by Dior, which is probably the best candle I've ever had. I've got an Ambre Nuit candle by Dior. I've got the new one and the old one. I've got Fil de Lavande by Diptyque, and I've also got their tea candle. So I'm very much looking forward to smelling that. I've also got Tom Ford's Oud Wood candle, and it's beautiful. That Lapidus candle sounds kind of great. Aram, how goes it, brother, says Jonathan. Hi, Rich and chat, says Professor Melvin. Welcome. Oscar for men. It's different than Polar I have both. Both are amazing, says Justin. I really like the Polar Way. I shall wear it soon. Can't find it, says Natalia. Yeah, the cherries were 2-0. Ah, gimps. How are you liking it, Melvin, says Josie. You tried all caps. Hello, Rich. Hello, everyone. Hello, Lily. Sample of the day's musk ravageur. Cinnamony, ambery, labdanamy with a hint of pissy. I do understand the urinal connection now, says Lily. Drawn by Scent says, I wore terror and magnificence to the office the other day. Got away with it without any comments. It's probably one of the tamer Beauforts. Rabbit says, sell me a sample of Derby, I will pay you. I'll think about it. I'll probably just sort you out, mate. Don't worry. I've got some minis. Josie, I really enjoy it. I love the complexity and transition to the dry down. Justin says, Duck, what's a fragrance you didn't like at first but now love? Oh, Leather Oud. Leather Oud. I fucking hated it the first time. Amen. Amen. Lots of them, frankly. Lots of them do that for me. Professor, I really enjoy the leather from LDE. Reminds me of sleek black leather gloves or jacket. Oscar for Men was quite underrated and overlooked, says Anoush. Anoush. I might buy Amber Nogula when I go to Seattle next weekend. Really nice amber. Yeah, I really like it. Something animalic, but if I convince myself it's not there, it goes away. Was there ever a Koros candle? No. I'd like to think if there was, I'd know about it, but I have got an opium candle, and I think it might be a little bit too much. It'll be a little bit heady as a candle. I imagine it would make you feel a bit sick. Cool, in my opinion, Lord Amiel is really a genius. The work he is doing structural, ethics-wise, etc. is groundbreaking, says Rachel. Why Beaufort puts birch tar in everything? Because that's their aesthetic. Good man, says Robert. It's all right, man. Will mostly be one of the bottles I'd buy. Rake and Ruin. I and Duke are fighting for the ultimate trolling fragrance to purchase. Rake and Ruin I've got a bottle of, and it really is one of those scents you wear once, maybe twice a year. Justin says, who smelled louder for Men? A masterpiece. I've got a couple of bottles of it, mate. It's fucking awesome. It's one of my favourite fragrances. It's one of my favourite springtime fragrances. One of the fragrances that made us fall in love with juniper berry. You know? Oh, no. Sorry, I just turned something on there. I feel like there's parts of Leather Oud and Oud Ispahan and I prefer it. Yeah, they definitely share like the oud and like the leathery bits, yeah. Steph says, Eugene said his collection is worth around 100k. Are you willing to share your collection's worth? No. I feel like there's parts of Leather Oud and Oud Ispahan and I prefer it, says Josie. Yeah, I've noticed that before. And I think it became more prevalent as the years went by as well. It really did become more prevalent as the years went by. They were very separate fragrances when they first started out, and they converged more and more and more over the years as time passed, you know. Product says, I really hope Kirk doesn't do another oud at Dior. I hope he doesn't do another Oud at Dior as well. There's enough of that shit knocking about. Like, don't need that shit. Like, do something new, do something different. Whether he's going to or not is another matter. Yo, Mitch, yo, DJ, wearing an MXXX sample. Less sweet this time, says DJ. Yes. Seriously doubt it, says Josie. What do you seriously doubt, Josie? I was thinking about my watch the other day. Got a watch, a Tag getting serviced at the minute. It's been in there for fucking weeks. It's been in there since September. The beginning of September as well. Livid. Shiva Marine, T&M, Terra Magnificence is my only Beaufort. I need to try more. Needs day trip to London again. There's so many goodies to sniff. Yeah, there's so much to whiff, isn't that? Oh, excuse me. Whilst I hydrate. Oh. Oh, sorry. Start to fog. I also need to check my balance. I hope this person from Germany isn't gone to sleep. I got a payout from eBay today, but since it's Saturday, it won't arrive until Monday, which means I won't be able to buy this person's fragrance. Sorry, I'm miles off. Where am I? Here we are. Duck, is Halloween a thing where you live? Yes. Yes. Not massively, but it is a bit. It's a commercial holiday. So there'll be kids lurking. Don't worry. Hi, Rich. Hello, Enrique. Have you tried Tobacco Mandarin by radio? No, I have not. Jonathan is off to do chores. Have a good day. Have a good day, Jonathan. Enjoy your chores. Yes, so many goodies and limited time bank and skin, says Sheba. Rachel says, watches take forever to service unless the actual technician is in the shop. You can talk to them face to face. I learned that lesson the hard way. Oh, mine had to go off to Switzerland, man. Mine, literally, they sent it off to Switzerland. That's like some little Swiss is having a go at it at the minute. I had to ask them to replace the Had to ask them to replace the glass, which is costing like 180 odd quid. Oh, Vetiver Bourbon is in the Parfum d'Empire sample set. Can't wait. It is. It is in the Parfum d'Empire sample set. I have got it. The sample set has arrived. I also have a sample set by a company called Filippo Sorcinelli. And I am very much looking forward to smelling that because Dura Rose hasn't shut up about it ever since we bloody start, and ever since he started telling us about it when he got it in the shop a couple of weeks ago. Manly Sense says it just doesn't feel like a rich mix stream without gratuitous vomiting. Good evening. I don't know what you are talking about, Manly Sense. I have no idea. Whatever do you mean? I couldn't keep that stream up, like. I couldn't keep that stream up. I listened back to it. Fortunately, you could just hear us retching. You couldn't actually hear the actual, like... Yeah. I'm going to have to go back to the bathroom. I need to dehydrate once again. Please forgive me. Let me go. Ooh, give us a second. I'll be back. Do. See, door. Fucking door, acting funny buggers. Wouldn't open. I need to just do a little bit of surgery on my candle because the candle maker was obviously fucking boss-eyed, you know? So that's not very fucking good, is it? If you can't see bloody straight. Excuse me, because now I've got wax all over my kniff. Oh, what a day. I'm going to take some painkillers as well. It is that time. Oh, at least my knife smells nice now. The candle of Amber and Louise is better than the modern version of the fragrance. Excuse me. Spaced out, are you still here? Because if you are, do you know how much this person wanted for their Dior Homme Intense? They do not. They do not seem to have listed the price, which is very unfortunate. Oh! Sorry, I'm just making strange noises now. Okay, I am back. I am Phil. I need to... That's base notes. That's Parfumo. Check out Filippo Scorcinelli. Solcinelli, I beg your pardon, sorry. I'm just looking through the pages I've got open on this what we're looking for. Sorry, I'm miles away again. I need to check. Vetiver Bourbon, yes, that's right. It doesn't feel like a rich mixed stream without gratuitous vomiting. It was gratuitous, to be fair. What do you think, says Rachel? Exciting? I haven't tried any yet. No, that's a lie. I smell Vetiver Bourbon a little bit. They didn't have all the official samples in, so some of them are decants. So that was a bit weird. Parfum d'Ampierre is great. I really enjoyed your Egoist video, Sir Mitch. The Egoist video was great, says Professor Melvin. Thanks, Stephs and Egoist and Professor Melvin. Ooh! 150 odd people killed in Seoul in a Halloween stampede. That's not very much fun, is it? Oh dear. No shit, it's the only proper Egoist comparison video in existence, says Manly Sense. Phil says, yes, Rich, the Egoist was very insightful. Thank you. Just got here. How many times has Rich thrown up, says Galen? None yet. But your hair makes me want to 10 times as much as I did the other night. So much more. Galen's hair. 12 and counting, says Manly Sense. Coffee and duck, says Enrique. No, never again. Never drinking coffee again. That was enough. Yes, Rich, the Egoist was very insightful. Galen, it'll cost you a cup of coffee to find out, says Phil. I'm an easy target for that now. People trying to buy us coffee, trying to say if I'll be sick. Mean. This shit is mean. Shipping would add up to €15. What? I'm sorry, €15. So how much altogether? For fragrance and shipping. You want €15 all shipping would add up to €15. Well, that's fine, but you haven't told us how much it bloody costs yet, mate. Oh no, just read about the news in Seoul. Yes, stampedes, things like that. I wonder what caused the stampede. I might sniff one of those Sorcinellis on stream. I'm interested. Apparently it's an outrageous incense fragrance. Apparently this person made the fragrance to scent the Pope's robes, and that's what perfumes the Pope's robes. Not robes of weight, just robes. So how much start to forget? Oh, wait a minute. Where is it? He makes the Pope's robes too. What? Shut up, Galen. You're talking wet. Ah, he wants €210 for this. What's that in real money? Let's have a look. €225 in pounds. Ooh. Mate, come on. He makes the Pope's robes. Filippo Sorcinelli makes the Pope's robes. You're taking the piss, Galen. Galen's the man who's cried wolf. You know? How many Lesendamadablas do you have, says Enrique? I have 6 bottles, sorry. I've got 4 from the main line and then 2 colognes. I've got Searchatelia Labs. I'll bet you your bottle of Derby versus my entire collection. Galen's rolling the dice. Word on the street is rich can't hang. €225 for 50 ml. It's 2007 DHI. It's 2007 DHI, mate. You know, it's a collector's piece. I've got the original cologne. I've got the original Dior Homme. And I've got the original DHI if I buy this. I'll try and get them down to 200. You know? So I've got 6 Les Indomptables. I've got Vanilla Van, Oriental Velour, I've got Ambra Supreme, and I've got another one which I can't remember. Oh, Rose de Jamal. I've also got a Scala in Haiti, and I've got a Scala in Indonesia. I have 3 full bottles of Les Indomptables and all of the samples. Yes, I've got all the samples as well. Pradeep, you're right. He is a scalper. Or he is very much interested in getting as much as he can out of us. Or out of people. Bryce says he's got 8 bottles of Les Indomptables. List them. Which bottles have you got, Bry? Did you just buy all of them, all at once? 8 full bottles, says Rachel. Bry says, what's the best Dior? Probably Fahrenheit. Probably Fahrenheit. Someone called Jack Daniel. Jacques Daniel. Oops. Sorry, I'm... Oh, fudge. Where are we? Best Dior, Rachel thinks, is Diorissimo Vintage. Yeah, the vintage ones are brilliant, like. Fahrenheit, pretty for me, especially from the men's side. It's hard to see past. It's hard to see past Fahrenheit. It's an absolutely amazing fragrance, especially if you've smelled the original. The original is just different class. Not like it's got that outrageously slippery, oily violet leaf with the leather. It's got the bottle, even the box, the name, everything about it. It's just absolutely nailed it. Bryce says he's got Mousse de Sable, a Rose de Jamal, a Scala in Haiti and Indonesia, Oriental Valeurs, Vanilla Van, Cuir de Chine, and Ambra Supreme. So I don't know how I feel about Mousse de Sable. I need to go back and I need to revisit it because I'm, for some reason, considering a bottle of Musc Ravageur because I am daft. But I don't know if I wouldn't prefer a bottle of Mousse de Sable because if I'm going to get that type of fragrance, I think the Mousse de Sable is probably higher quality at the minute, you know? Even better than Dior Original Dior Homme Rich? Yes. Yes, it is. It is. I'll tell you what, right? Not only is it better than the original Dior Homme, right? It is clear. of the original Dior Homme. The original Fahrenheit versus the original Dior Homme. I don't think it's actually that close. I might think about that for a second, but my initial reaction is to say that it's not actually that close, and that Fahrenheit is clear of Dior Homme. Original for original. I'll have a think to say. I've seen some people put up bottles for retail lol and buying, add shipping plus guarantee. Seriously, for 2 years sitting there after 100 proposal. What's the point, says Pradeep. For men's side, yeah, for sure. Best non-floral, says Rachel. Greetings, says Mike. Greetings, Mike. Scent of the day, Arquiste Indigo Smoke. Best tea-based fragrance I've ever smelled. Better than Gucci Pour Homme 2 and Russian tea. Ooh. Sounds nice. I wish Diptyque would make a tea fragrance. If they made a tea fragrance that smelled like the tea candle they've got, it would blow everything out of the water. I'd quite like to smell tea for 2. Mike is making waves. He is making waves. Let's have a look, shall we? This person is not checking their fucking mailbox as regularly as I would approve of them doing so. Sorry for hiccuping. Oh, you fucking little bastard. Fucking... Mousse Sable is a creamy lipstick iris on slightly powdered feminine skin, says DJ. Bry thinks that Mousse Sable is better. You might not have said that 20 years ago, because apparently the original Musc Ravageur was beautiful, like amazingly amazing, you know? Rachel says her top 5 Dior's are vintage Diorissimo. At number 1. Number 2, Fahrenheit. Number 3, Dior Homme. Number 4, vintage Miss Dior, yes. And 5, Diorella. Funny how none of the Les exclusives are in there, which I would agree with, actually. Maybe with the exception of Bois d'Argent. Maybe. Mike, yes. Indigo Smoke is great. Love my bottle. Favorite Biche? Oh, didn't he make a few things for Tom Ford? Probably one of them, to be honest. Do you think Dior Jules is overrated? I've got the vintage, and the vintage is not overrated. The vintage is not overrated. The vintage is brilliant. It's beautiful. It's galbanum. It's musk. It's green. It's masculine. It's very good. The 2016 re-release to me smelled like an alcoholic's breath. Like green alcoholic, like breath, like, you know, when someone's been drinking and you can smell the drink on them. And you can, like, but then imagine that with, like, green. I really don't like the modern version of it. I really don't. Like, I gave it to Richie J. I bought a bottle. I was really excited. Smelled it, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I've smelled it since as well, and it just didn't redeem itself. I wasn't a fan. Aaron says, original vintage Miss Dior is excellent. Beautifully dirty. Ooh. Rachel says, Te Fatio is soft, diaphanous watercolor versus Indigo Smoke is deep, rich forest. I've got some of those Teo Cabinels. I think Barry sent us some. Fahrenheit, best shock value for your money, says Phil. Product says the original MRHL is really skanky. I don't know what you've lost us there. Musk Ravageur. There is really skanky, pissy, more lavender and cinnamon. Has a kind of civet vibe too. More than like vanilla. Would you be crazy asking prices for it, says DJ. I paid about 120 quid for my 100ml bottle, and then I got another one for a bit less than that. I think it go up to about 150 probably. You've got it. The way I sort of deal with it, think about it, justify it, is I compare it to what else is out there at retail at the minute. You know, look at retail prices at the minute. Is it worth more than Sauvage? It's 10 times the fragrance of Sauvage. So yes. Do you have any Goutal's? Yes, I've got Eau de Sud, which is amazing. The vintage one, absolutely stunning. I used to have Eau de Lavande, and I used to have the Vetiver one as well, but I sold them recently. Just not for me. I forgot about Jules. Yeah, I love that one, says Rachel. It is fantastic. Oh, Keist. Now that's a house I want to invade, says Shiva. Wants to do a home invasion. Nothing is worse than beer breath, says Anush. No, it's kind of grim. Micah says, best shock value for me was Eau de Hermes. I had Tuscan leather. First time I smelled Tuscan leather, I just looked at Richie G. I was like, what? What? Smell this. Oh, sorry, typo, says Rachel. I meant tea for two versus indigo smoke. Hello, says Christoph. Hello, Christoph. I hope it's not past your bedtime. How are you? Fahrenheit and Dior Jules are a tie for me, and Dior Homme are a tie for me, says Mike. Can't pick between the two. Gotta smell the original versions of each. I'm not casting aspersions on Dior Homme. I love it. Like, I really love it. It's beautiful fragrance. But for me, Fahrenheit's so different. It's so outrageous. It's so good. Hello, James Crowder. Hi, everybody. Can't believe that Parfum de Marly heavily beat out Amouage on Jant Sense Paul. That's reflects more on his audience than anything else. People have no taste. Scent of the day for me is Slumberhouse Fienne. It's not that great for me. I'm going to swap it. Slumberhouse. Very nice of him to allow you to buy one of his fragrances, wasn't it? Pradeep says, I am seeing too many conversations online about investment perfumes since perverted. Oh, hey, Nourish, just sent you a message, says Rachel. Love timeline, says Lily. What's TL mean? What's Lily talking about? Quentin and Huclier made Ultra Zest, says Enrique. What does investment perfumes even mean? Good resale value, says Prof. Melvin. I don't know. What does investment perfumes even mean? It's past my bedtime, but it's Saturday, says Christoph. Aha! Germ says Queer Canage is up there for me. Not for me. Don't know that it would get in the top 10 for me, although I really like it. Like a warm, like buttery, irisy leather. It's beautiful. I've got a lot of Queer Canage. Product says James, totally different crowd. They even prefer clones. Yeah, it is. It's something. it's something like they are not of the same plane that we occupy. Those people are operating on different like wants, needs, motivations, requirements, all that sort of thing. Mike says, agreed, Rich. Tuscan leather was the greatest first impression I've ever experienced. Like the first time I remember the first time I heard the Stone Roses. Oops. Are you still with us? Yes. Yeah, I remember the first time I heard the Stone Roses. I remember hearing the opening lick to I Wanna Be Adored. Have you tried Portrayal Man by Amouage? Not that I can remember, no. Matrax says Mitch versus Slumber House. I think it's ridiculous the way that he runs the company. Here's all these fragrances that you love, but you can't buy them. Ha! It's control freakery. Rich, what year is the best Fahrenheit from? Didn't it get messed up for a bit? Anything from the 90s. 5-digit batch code and you should be fine. 5-digit batch code and you should be alright. Anouge has got lots of those 10mm minis. Flora Note says Tuscan leather, I'm on topic. Galen says Arige is an investment brand. Yes. Anything that's going to go up in price and outstrip the rate of inflation, which is almost impossible at the minute. There we go. Oh! Oh! Sorry, I'm making strange noises at you again. Oh! 230 with shipping, DHL and fragrance. Would you accept 200, and he wants 230 with DHL shipping. I'm not sure DHL shipping is wise, mate. €200. 200 euro. You accept €200? He's going to tell us to fuck off, yeah? €200, including shipping. And shipping. 230 with DHL shipping for fucking Jesus, 200 quid. I don't know that I wanted for that, mate. That's a lot of money. Would you accept 200 including shipping? Aye. This motherfucker trying to do us out of silly money. No chance, mate. Okay. They hoard some hyped, discontinued vintage limited stuff and flip it for profit. I've seen Arige bottles on eBay before they've even been shipped, says Caitlin. Jesus Christ. Hello, Eugene. How are you? I am fantastic and doing really well. Portrayal as Amouage's take on Fahrenheit. Quite nice, says Mike. What's up, Rich? What's up, Abe? How are you? Pinewood is a slumber house without the control freakery, lol. Says Matt Tracks. Pinewood. Someone else was talking about Pinewood. I think it was Duncan, actually. He's a big fan of Pinewood. It's all based on pine, isn't it? Allegedly. It's as you would expect, really. Let's not take the piss. You would expect that, considering it's called Pinewood. You know, Pinewood bound. So I don't know what they're like without the I don't know what they're like as far as being the same as Slumber House. It's just very strange how, like, it's very strange how they make these fragrances and then they just pull the rug up. Has anybody seen the Curly Fragrance ad that's on YouTube? She's bought an advert for YouTube, which is I mean, if she wants to sink her own money into it, then fair play, but she's yeah, she's bought an ad on YouTube. Bless her. Portrayal as Amor's take on Fahrenheit, quite nice. Eugene, what's up? What's up, Abe? Not a lot of people want to pay the asking price for a Rija Rensor, I have found, when trying to sell mine. They're bloody expensive fragrances, Michael. And a lot of people just don't have that kind of money, you know. It's just depends who you're trying to sell to and how they feel about it. If you find someone who thinks it's worth it, they'll pay for it, you know. The Slumber House guy had a moan about people taking in inspiration, except they know how to run a business and have stuff regularly available, says DJ. Yeah. I have a vintage Fahrenheit and a new version, both amazing. I prefer the new one, to be honest, says Mike. Fair play. Save yourself a lot of money instead of chasing backups of that shit. Me running to my closest closet to check my Fahrenheit batch code, says Rachel. I need to catch up with the chat before it gets away from us. Yes, by spending a small fortune on our product as an investment, you will thank yourself later. If not, well, double down. Yeah. 2019 is vintage now for some higher prices, says Product. Yeah. I've got a 2019 bottle of Ega West, and it's beautiful until you smell the original. And it's just, honestly, I've got to be honest, it's something I didn't say in the video. The modern compared to the vintage, right? And I don't just say these things just to be like a shock jock or to try and inspire some feeling of like envy or like fear of missing out, right? But the modern compared to the vintage feels like it's got a fresh air accord in it. Like it feels literally like they've poured water into it, like something with no smell. And Chanel, and the point of that being is that Chanel are one of the best at reformulations. Chanel are brilliant at reformulations, so that should tell you something. Rachel says, my Fahrenheit is from 1999. What are you basing that on, Rachel? That's what I went to do before I got distracted, Rachel says Floral Notes. Portrayal Man is a modern day Fahrenheit to me. This is exciting. We are getting unprecedented access into Rich's madness. Yes. Hello, friends. Are people not invited to a costume party, says Barry Atreon? Certainly not. It's better to be here than it is to be at a costume party. You might have to be around other people if you went to a party, and we don't want that. Fahrenheit or tobacco oud, says Enrique. Ooh, neither. I'm not picking. I don't have to pick. That's the best thing when people ask me these questions. I'm like, I've got both. I don't have to pick. It's brilliant. Eugene is wearing DHI. Barry Atrin says that I'm fantastic and doing really well. Sounding like it came from engaging with the higher self. Rich certainly did. I like to throw in these little Easter eggs. It's like I'm not throwing shit, not at all. Like far from it. Quite the opposite. I throw the like little Easter eggs of like other reviewers. And I think I've said this before. I will say it again. I think Aaron Terrence Hughes is a good reviewer. Batch code 9M01. That's not 1999. Oh, it might be. Yes, it could be 1999. Sorry. May have given you a little heart attack there. No, it could be 1999. Does it have Christian Dior written on the bottle, or is it just Dior? Because they brought in the Dior in 2004. And it was Christian Dior before then. I think the value of buying all that stuff for one aesthetic day. Yes. I'm seeing some consistent buzz for Pinewood. Maybe I will invest. They are respectably priced too. Hello, Rich. Scent of the day is Le Leon. What's your scent of the day? Encens Mythique, because the weather's been shocking. Hello to you. Enrique, yours is from 1995. I have 2 from Slumber House. It's like having a unicorn in my collection, says Michael. Jura Rose is here, eating a curry, making a smell. My Fahrenheit Mini has no details on batch number. Uh-oh, just look on the bottom of the bottle, or on the bottom of the box. If it's from a Nuge, it's a vintage one. Lily, look closely on the bottom of the box. If yours is the ones I have, it will be there, very tiny. Yes, my Fahrenheit is from 99. Bariatron, interesting. Gravy Egoist is now Soup Egoist, says Pradeep. Eugene loves Le Leon. Matrax says Shiva. Yeah, the quality's on point, and all of them are really unique. I got the sample set and bought gelato. Welcome, Catherine. How are you? Scent of the day is La Doleric Skis. Nice. Catherine, I got in touch with the doctor. I'm going to see them. They wouldn't just give us anything for the cough. Because they were like, oh, we've never seen you for this before. So we'd like to examine you just to make sure it's nothing untoward, or if it's like nothing like too serious. And then he was like, look, just come in and see when, like, I'll just want to stick my stethoscope on you. And he's like, I haven't seen you for ages anyway, so come in. So yes, thank you. I will be going to see them, and they will hopefully be giving me something more than just a pat on the back. Yes, the batch code. I'm in a costume. Says Germs. Ginger or Mary Ann? I have no idea what that means. You pick your nose though, Rich. That's a scandalous, scurrilous rumour. I'll sue. Yes, James Crowder is right. Still baffles me that Chanel has not released a new designer-level male fragrance since Bleu. Yes, but you've got to remember the last one of theirs came in 2017, 18. So really, it's only been 5 years? Eugene can't see Catherine's comments. They're further back up. professor for me, thanks. I love when Rich engages with his higher self, says Rachel. Could you please also say good evening from Dhaka, Bangladesh, says Bariatrion. No, I couldn't possibly say that. Scent of the day is Amawaj Memoir Man. My Fahrenheit batch code is 5P152. Is it vintage, Rich? Yeah, it's from 1995. Jura, welcome, says Mike V. Nonsensical says, good evening. Is Indigo Smoke anything like Guerlain Neroli Out Renoir? Pass. Neroli Out Renoir is actually really nice. I have smelled it thanks to Peter Kokorin, who is lovely. Oh, let's have a look and see what this person says. Price is firm, says this person. What do you think I should do? Should I pay 230 euros? What's that in real money? Somebody, let's have a look. I'll do it myself. 230 euros. It's a 48 mil. I mean, you're talking 200 quid. Is this the type of shit that I want? 230 euros in pounds. Yeah, it's 197, plus I'll have to pay a little bit. I'm trying to buy the original DHI, Eugene. That is what I am trying to buy. Catherine says, if Eugene can't see my comments, I can have some fun. Yes, please do. I'm coming around to Leon, says Floral Notes. I'm not. That's not what I meant, says Eugene. Well, tough. That's what you're getting. Eugene, he has said it. Let me find the voice notes. It's not true. Eugene says, bye, 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 for fuck's sake. It's the original Dior Homme Intense from 2007. All right, this is exactly the type of shit that I buy. It's a great fragrance, but I've got a bottle like from like 2015 or something. I know it's different. I know it's different. I know it's the original. It's my scent of the day, is it? Yeah, but is yours the original version, Eugene? Ali Boy says, oh, fuck it, I'm going to buy it. Okay, I accept. Fuck it. Right, it's done now. I've said yes, so I'm having that bottle. Everybody's like, buy it now, buy it now. Calm yourselves. It's done. Everything's going to be okay. 5 characters in the batch code indicates before 1998. That's true, James Crowder. 5 refers to the year. That is also true. James Crowder, he knows. Well said. Lion is always in Richard's all-time top 10. It is not. Gillian's Island, Ginger or Marianne. I have no idea what that means either. I suspect Rich wears Le Leon in secrecy and has 50 backups. Incorrect. Is your chat set to top or live comments drop-down menu? Says Lily. I'm sure Olivia is cooking up something. He'd be doing something mad. I think they switched to 4-digit batch codes in 98. Yes, they did. And then they stopped printing Christian Dior on the bottles in 2004, and it just became Dior after that. If Eugene can't see my comments, I can have some fun. Sorry, I'm reading comments twice. I have seen vintage Le Leon from 2020 for sale over retail. No joke, says Brody. No, you're right. I'd believe that thoroughly. If it completes the set, got to spend the money, says Phil. Yeah. I don't like the parfum, though. I sold my bottle to Peter Kokorin, and I'm glad to be rid of it. I just didn't like that shit. But I'll have the first 3. I'll have... I don't know when the first Sport came out. Will it improve your collection? Yes. Rich, 230 euros is about 120 loaves of sliced bread. You could feed your duck bros with that. They'll just have to fucking starve, I'm afraid. Sorry. Bye. Of what fragrance, Rich? Good fragrance. It's my scent of the day. DHI 2007 is gold standard. Jura, are you on the bus wearing black tourmaline by Olivia de Bono? Do you have vintage Jubilation 25? No, but I would like to get that as well. I'm off to carve a pumpkin with some kids. Happy weekend. Goodbye, Lily. Raiders of the Lost Scent has a great article on DHI, says Ali Boy. Does it really? The best compliment I ever got came from DHI in a club. Bariatrin, I fill the bus with lemon. Bye now, says Bry. Bry now. Spaced Out should be thanked for this. Would it be your first live stream purchase? Do it for us, Rich. No, it wouldn't. Not even close, mate. I think I've done it a few times before. Pradeep says, I have 2011 DHI, not older, and it's glorious. The right choice, says Rachel. Pre-released in the Middle East. Pre-released in the Middle East with labdanum extracted pre-COVID. Fragrance compliment in a club. Al Manzano is smiling somewhere, says Anuj. Think I might just go for that music for a while now, says Micah. Sodits, everyone. Put your hands in your pockets. Oh! Sorry, I'm just making noises again. Woof. Where are we? Ginger or Marianne? Starlet or Last Next Door? Ooh. Ooh, depends what mood I'm in. Ooh, that's not an easy one, that. Starlet. Duck inspiring. Boo, says Jack. Boo. How are you? Eugene prefers intense to parfum as well. 2007, I think. Dior Sport is 2008. Oh, no. Just need original DH Sport. I'm not really bothered about completing sets like that, though. Like, I'm not... Like, Eugene, like, quite likes that, which is, like, strange because he's never bought Gardenia by Chanel, which is outrageous, considering he's got all the other ones, but he won't buy Gardenia by Chanel. So strange. There's like some kind of like, there's some kind of law there, like LORE. There's some kind of like myth that is like the real reason. Eugene was like deeply, deeply upset by a bottle of Gardenia at some point in his previous like existence, you know? Because he just won't have it. I've tried everything. I've tried shouting at him. I've tried convincing him. I've tried bribing him. Everything. I'm like, why don't you get a bottle of Gardenia? And he's just like, nah. Old Dior Homme has a fougere vibe to it, says Pradeep. It does. Hello, my lovers, says Audrey Jane. Hello, my lovers. Hello, my friends. Stop that. I won't do that again, sorry. DHI smells like you walk past an ice cream shop and you smell the waffle cone, says Steph's. That is a very specific, what do they call it? Analogy. That is a very specific analogy. Eugene, maybe the perfume reacted to your body funk. Eugene's definitely got some some particular like body chemistry. Like it's either him or me, because the fragrances smell like he'll be like, "Oh, I put this on," and I put like fragrance A on, and I got like this, and this, and I'm like, "What?" I was like, "I never smelled any of that before." And then, yeah, when I put it on my skin, after he's told us that, I can smell it. The day I buy Gardenia, it's over. Yeah, yeah, I get that. I get that. I'm going to get chocolate. I cannot resist temptation, says Jura Rose. My husband wore DHI to bed. Woof. It might be a bit much for a bedtime scent, says Catherine. Yeah, especially if you just applied it just before you got into bed. That's when people are like, "Oh, like I like wear fragrances to bed," and I'm like, "What? Do you actually put them on just before you go to bed?" Because yeah, if I was sharing my bed with someone, I'd expect a kick, you know. Jura, kiss my wrench. That's right. Audrey, you dirty caravan mechanic. That's hilarious. The exception that proves the rule offended by Gardenia. That's right. I'm not familiar with Chanel Gardenia, to be honest. Should I sniff, says Professor Melvin? I'm not sure. I'm not entirely, like, au fait with it myself. I'm assuming au fait means familiar. Because if it doesn't, I may have just, like, I don't know. I may have just said something I didn't mean to say. Rich, sing anytime you want. Nobody wants that. I can't hold. I can do it a little bit, you know, a little bit, but then I can also not do it a lot, if that makes sense. Liverpool are about to lose to Leeds. Whoops. I could get very technical about that, but I won't. I won't because I'm not doing. I won't get very technical. But Jesse Marsh is the type of manager who can beat Jurgen Klopp because of the way the came through. You know, Jesse Marsh is from like the Red Bull group, and like how they make that, and it's like very like German football orientated, and how Klopp like it's that type of football. Klopp's in stick this season. They haven't got over the Champions League defeat. And the Premier League, like they thought they were going to win everything last season, and then they only won half, and they haven't recovered. Eugene is a completionist. Celine and Mal too. You know, you got your fave uncut gem. Yeah, I was surprised, but also not surprised. It struck us that if he found a deal for it, he would get it because he wants. He like you say, he's a completionist. I agree. He likes to get a lot of them, but I get it. I understand why he's got it. I don't agree with it. It's fucking awful. Don't reward them people with money. You know, don't give Frederick Mall money for that fragrance. It is lifting, lamentable, poor, awful, rubbish, pants. Gardenia is just a pretty white floral that perishes after 20 seconds. Skull. Look out. Prophet's a nice floral. I'm not sure why anyone would be offended by it. I don't know. I get the feeling it's not necessarily because of the smell that he's not buying it. I do. When Eugene said there, "Oh, like when I buy Gardenia, it's over." Like I think there's actual truth to that. I get it. You know, the hell do I do now? I think when I bought Derby, I was like, what do I do now? Thanks for the insight, haha, says Prof. Catherine says, nothing like trying to fall asleep when you're wheezing and gasping for breath. Yes. Well, you know, if you can fall asleep under those circumstances, you'll be able to do it like almost any time. Eugene, my husband and I have decided that LDA really suits our home. It's so lovely, classic, elegant, romantic. We have a big Victorian historic home, but completely modernised with plumbing, etc. I'm glad it's got plumbing and etc. Duck exorcism too, says Aram. Hopefully that never happens again. I was expecting a rainbow to appear in the sky after that happened, like, just like, you know, just like God saying, don't worry, Rich, that'll never happen again. But it didn't. So I could be in for it. Catherine, sounds like you put on quite a lot, says Rachel. Oh, lovely, Rachel, do you live in the UK? She does not. For Christmas, Eugene will gift Rich to Leon, and Rich will gift Gardenia for Eugene. There's more chance. Well, no. Feasibly, that could happen. That could very well happen. But, and it's a big but, and I cannot lie, if I received Leon, it would go straight into the catapult, and I would fire it towards the sun. I probably wouldn't. I just wouldn't wear it. Eugene, don't buy us Leon, for God's sake. I'm scared now. Rachel says, Audrey, we live in the US and own a Queen Anne on the historic registry. Rachel, shower, spray, bed. No time for dry down. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Rich. Eugene says, Rich and I are close enough that I'll be able to gift him Uncut Gem. We're not that, nobody's that close to us. Nobody's that close to anybody. I'm not that close to me mother. You know what I mean? My mother gave us Lily, I'd divorce her. If my mother gave us Uncut Gem, maybe it's not Leon, but Uncut Gem. Like, I'm offended by Uncut Gem. I just don't like Leon. You know? It's a matter of taste with Leon. It's still well made. It's still like it's like all that good stuff. I respect it, sort of, but I do not respect Uncut Gem. It is unrespectable. Gardenia isn't offensive at all, says Audrey. It's just a generic floral that's inoffensive. It's what a bride may wear on a wedding day, probably to have a smash the whole bottle through for protection. Scent of the day, Chanel Egoist, says Aram. Nice. The Leon too, please, says Pradeep. Abe says Eugene has all the Lalabos as well. Yes. Audrey, there's pics of our house on my Instagram if you're interested, says Rachel. What do I do now, says Eugene. Just don't. We'll both back away from the situation. We'll ease off. How are you, Rich? I feel well, thank you. How are you, Aaron? Rachel, add me at Floral Designs UK, says Audrey. Le Delire Exquise candle would be perfection, says Gary. I have spoken to Eugene about this. Not pointedly, not like, but I did ask him, do you reckon there could be a candle? And he's like, oh, I just want to sell the fragrances first. Yes, I agree, though. Very much so. Rachel, do you have a fireplace as well? My mum was talking about getting an Aga the other day. Do you know those really old ovens? She was like, oh, Agas are brilliant. And I was like, well, like, because we've lived in a house with one before, like 30 years ago, when I was like just a wee nipper, you know, even more than 30 years ago now. And they were good, and it was warm, and it was interesting, and I was looking at them. Like, and people who have had an Aga swear by, there's like Catherine, yeah, people who have had an Aga swear by them. Absolutely love them. But if you look up on like the details of them, like the specs and stuff, compared to like modern like central heating and modern like ovens and all that sort of thing, they're so inefficient. They are cool though. But they're thousands. They cost so much money. Like brand new ones. You know? Be a great project if you wanted to, like, do one up. But I'm absolutely useless with my hands. I'd end up dropping it on my head or something like that, you know? Coromandel and Sycamore, my favourite exclusive, says the Scent Reaper. The only ones I have bottles of. I've only got one Les exclusive left. And that is Coromandel. And I'm in two minds whether I'm going to keep it or not. Because I've got Borneo 1834. Have it be a woodwick candle, says Floral Note. Somebody else mentioned woodwick candles. What are you doing here? I thought you were carving pumpkins with children. Stop that. Right, give us a second. I'm going to the bathroom. Oof. I'm not going to be sick this time, though. I feel all right. Oh, I just hydrated as well, so you'll have to excuse us. Oh. Ah, ha, ha, ha. I am back, and I wasn't sick. I need to do a bit more feng shui on this candle. It's behaving badly. Oh, no, no, no. Do not flop. I do believe we are winning, friends. We are winning. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to do some major surgery and give some of this wax to my friend. She's just moved into a new house and she's got one of those, do you know one of those? I've got one here, she gave me one. It's a burner. It's like a heated plate that you put little wax cubes in and then they melt and it smells and it makes your wax go a lot further. I'm going to have to carve some out and give her some because this is absolutely hopeless, this candle. I might just give her the whole thing, like. like a housewarming gift. But yes, nice. Anyway, I'm back. What have you been talking about? Oh, I see fucking, what, 10 people left when I was away? Ingrates. Don't tell them if they come back, though. A candle for Catherine as well, says Eugene. I can't stay away. Okay, I'm gone now, says they. Goodbye. Rachel has 6 fireplaces. That must be some house, that. I bet you don't light them all at the same time. We have 2 wood-burning fireplaces and 4 gas. Aha. This is like, if you had 6 wood-burning fireplaces, right? It would be like the Forth Bridge. Do you know how on the Forth Bridge, it's so long, right, that what they do is they start maintaining it on one side, right, and they maintain it all the way down the bridge, all the way down the length of the bridge, and by the time they get to the end, they've got to go back to the beginning and start maintaining it again. You know, I'm sure it's something to do with the like rust proofing it or something like that. Hilarious. And it would be like that if you had 6 fireplaces, wouldn't it? You'd have to like stack logs into one and then quickly go and do the next one. And by the time you got to the 6th one, the logs in the first fireplace will be out again. Someone in the chat earlier said a Ted Lapidus candle. Who found that? Somebody did say a Ted Lapidus candle earlier on. Right? And it would depend which fragrance it was by Ted Lapidus, but that would be immense. It's a big historic home for our area, but it's probably really small for the UK where you have castles and stuff. No. Most people, that's a myth. Most people in this country live in small houses, very small houses. Then there are some people who live in middle-sized houses, and then there are some big houses, and then there are castles, obviously. Most people who own a castle they don't really buy them, they inherit them. Do you know what I mean? There are some stately homes, which are massive, but like they cost a fortune to own one of those houses. If anybody wants a suggestion, Duck would love a bottle of Parfum de Molly Espazon for Christmas. I would not. You are a rascal, sir. You are a rogue and a knave. That is not what I want at all. That is easily the worst smelling fragrance I've ever had. Got a sample off Greggy Boy, who I hasten to add, it was not his fault that fragrance is awful. It wasn't off, it was just terrible. We need to figure out how to throw the duck a party. Just honestly, just scatter some bread on the ground. I'll be delighted. Favorite frag that you hated at first? Probably AMN. Matt Trax, the Coochie Candle smells like Coldplay. Oh, God. Rachel says, bless you, Rachel. Your home is beautiful. We do have some fantastic architecture over here. Henry Cavill is stepping down as Geralt. I'm so sad. I don't know what that means. That means he's probably going to become the new James Bond, doesn't it? Rich, who's your team? Manchester? No. Definitely not Manchester. It's Newcastle United, the ones that have just been bought by the Saudis. I have mixed feelings. We do when we're not using the heat, says Rachel. Thinking about getting 200 ml of Tonka Imperial for Christmas, says Abe. That's a lot of Tonka Imperial. But if you're going to do it and do it properly. If you like Tonka, have you smelled it before? Steph says Polo Cologne Intense is slept on. Not goofy, spicy, fresh and masculine. Is that a modern release? Abe says before they raise the price again for next year, it's 550 right now. Me and Ramsey have had this conversation many times with each other, right? Where we're like, especially when it comes to vintage stuff as well. But it's like the best time to buy fragrances now because the price is only ever going to go up. These companies have got avarice. I understand inflation's like massive, and I understand that like all of this sort of palavers. Like I get it, I understand that, right? And I do understand that prices have to go up, but they're going up like above inflation and have been aggressively for a while. You know, like it doesn't all feel like they're trying to just like lean into your wallet and just tear your heart out through your wallet. I saw this statistic the other day, and I don't want to start talking about them because it just opens up a can of worms. But there was a thing about Elon Musk, and his wealth in 2011 was $2 billion, which was a lot of money. And then his wealth in 2022 is $221 billion. Why it wasn't just rounded up to 222 is beyond me. I don't know why. It would have just been much more, would have done my OCD the world of good. But anyway. And then I saw that, and I'm not American, and this isn't really any of my business, but the American minimum wage in 2011 was $7.25 or something. And then the American minimum wage in 2022 was $7.25. And I thought, that's kind of strange. I just thought that was, I don't know. I appreciate Elon Musk has done a lot of things to make a lot of money, you know? I'm not saying he shouldn't have that money. I just think the floor should come up with the ceiling, you know? I'm not one of these people who says that, like, you shouldn't have, like, rich people, or you shouldn't have, like, people who do better than other people even, you know? That is not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, you know, could we not all do a little better? Oh! It's not even Elon Musk's fucking fault or problem. I'm not trying to, like, blame him for it. Oh! God knows if I could get my wealth to go from 2 billion to 220 billion, I would. Anyway, less of that. How the hell did I get onto that? He's released a perfume called Burnt Hair. That's his real crime. He can't be releasing a perfume called Burnt Hair. If it smells like burnt hair, he's a scandalous bastard. But then again, you'll get people who like it. Because if you think about it, Fahrenheit smells like petrol. And petrol's not a great smell, really, when you think about it. But some people love it. There's fragrances out there called cocaine. Some people love the smell. Anyway, before they raise the price, yes, because people are raising prices. Yes, that's right. Rachel says, our home was built by the only doctor in town in the 1890s. And so the de facto hospital. It's got the coolest layout. Nice. Have you tried Caesar's Man Legendary? No, I haven't, Manly Sense. How is it? Do you know, I bought a 5ml decant of the night, right? And it cost us the best part of about $90, right? And I cannot find it for love nor money. It's just a little decant, just a little crappy, like, 5ml decant. And it's gone. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of perfume, Abe, says Brian. That is a lot of perfume. 200 mils of Tonka Imperial. As long as you know that you'll enjoy it. Pradeep, naughty boy, says Rachel. Yeah, I always get the biggest bottles when it comes to designer exclusives. No, I understand that. I do understand that. You're talking to somebody who's got like 5 or 6 bottles of the Dior Privés at 450 mil. You know, I get it. I do understand genuinely. Like, especially as well when you find something that you know you're going to love. You've got to find a formulation as well. This is something I find quite important. If you find a formulation that you love, stock up on it. Even if it's not the oldest one, even if it's not like, you know, this, that, and t'other. That's what I did with Leather Rude and Bois d'Argent. And like the Bois d'Argent one wasn't the original. The Bois d'Argent is a 2014. It's not a 2004. You know? So, but I love that one. I love that one. So buy. Stock up. And plus I got mine, like, seriously, my 450ml bottle was cheaper than the 250ml bottle is now. Cost of fragrance crisis. Yes, Barry Atrion, you're not wrong. Guerlain L'Art de la Matière pricing is insanity. LV raised again. This was, oh my God, not again. Bro, no worries. If I reserve it to you, I won't sell it. Just keep your word and I'll keep mine. I just don't want you to pay twice the PayPal fees. All right, okay. I appreciate that. A lot. I will. I do keep my word. Please send me your PayPal details and I'll pay. Thank you. Oh, I got myself a bottle of original Dior Homme Intense. That was not cheap, but I've got it. I just saw your post. Gorgeous, says Professor Marvin. Crimson Peak vibes. I can never justify buying 200ml of anything I don't decant, so it wouldn't make sense for me, says Scent Reaper. I sold 100ml of my Fève de la Suisse the other day to somebody, which was good. I'm glad that they could get what they wanted and I could shift some of that stuff because I'm not going to wear. It's not like the Leon. That's all this talk of the Leon. It's not like Leather Rude where every time I decant 10ml into my travel atomizer, I get like, oh God, there it's gone another 10ml down. Like Fève de la Suisse, I don't feel that way. I like a uniform collection, says Abe. Yes, there's like this human need, isn't there, to like complete sets and stuff like that. There has been research done on it, would you believe? They raised last 2 years saying virus, war, inflation, supply chain next 2023 increased due to recession. Yes, there you go, Pradeep. You're not wrong. There's always an excuse. Well, some of the inflation is avaricious companies taking advantage, says Rachel. Yeah. It's like horse race, isn't it? You know, it's like once one's off, they're all going for it. You know? Did you see Elon Musk's perfume? Unfortunately, yes, I did. I bought all my Chanels when they were 350, says Abe. It's like over the history of perfume's never gone down in price. Only at discounters, I beg your pardon. Not at retail, never at retail. And if there's only one way to buy it, like from Chanel and stuff like that, then the best time to buy it's now. I was contemplating picking up Ombre Nomad, the bastard, says Pradeep. Boclet's cocaine reminds me of Muscat Ravageur by Frederick Moll. Rachel says it's shameful, the minimum wage versus cost of living in the richest nation in the world. It is. The economic wheel has always been rigged, says Phil. Rachel says, honestly, cocaine smells awesome. Matrax says, where can I find a silver collar hom? Mate, those things are rare as hen's teeth. I've got a few, but I ain't selling. We're the worst group of preppers. People are hoarding survival items. We just keep buying fragrances, says Barry Atrion. He's spot on. He has got a point. He has got a point, Rachel. That's right. I'll be pouring some Pavarotti into the car. You know what I mean? Trying to get it to run. Car's making funny noises at the minute. I don't look forward to that if that becomes an issue. I need that like I need a fucking hole in the head. Well, the worst group of I've read that. Howdy, Mr. Mitch. Sent of the day is RMA Vintage. Welcome, Jonathan. How are you? A Fragcom legend. Yeah, Rich, you never know how long a proper formulation will last. Yeah. You never know when they're just going to change it from under your nose because they don't give heads up. You know, the first thing you'll hear is somebody absolutely devastated on a forum or in a video or in a review somewhere. Somebody will be sitting there going, I can't believe what they've done to my favourite fragrance. You know? And then you're like, oh my God, have I got time? How do I identify the old one compared to the new one? Can I get it? Oh, shit. Pure cocaine does smell great, but I won't snort it, says Steph's. Yes, says Rachel. Don't snort, inhale, says Shiva. There's the voice of experience. Don't buy current formula, Coco Noir, it's weak as fuck. I seriously thought that, Audrey Jane, don't buy current formulation cocaine. It's weak as fuck. It's just like the current cocaine at the minute, it's just weak. It's everywhere. It's everywhere all the time. If you know what you're looking for, you're just driving down the road and you just see people walking down the street and you're like, you're off your fucking tits, or you were off your tits because you're coming down now. Load of cokeheads in the chat, says Audrey. Richie will barter oats with silver stem to your home. A spray. I will give you 2 sprays for a bowl of porridge and nothing more. Good sillage you want, you like. You come back and see me, I give you 3 sprays for cowhide. You know? You have steak? 3 sprays. No, not 5 sprays. 3 sprays. Ooh, Matrax, I'm not sure about that, mate. That, I've seen what fentanyl does. Like, I mean, even in a medical scenario, they only give fentanyl to dying people. That should tell you, like, what fentanyl's about. Bariatrian says, lol, imagine us in a doomsday scenario. I'd be digging holes and putting me fragrances underground. They'd be getting, like, found in, like, 400, 500, 600 years. You know? Like, you know, like the Sutton Hoo treasures. I was like, Imagine what Chanel number 5's going to smell like in another 100 years. It's going to be so bad. Phil says, my dealer delivers. Apart from Damali caps will come in handy when we go back to the Stone Age. I can see all of us lined up on a ridge somewhere, like painted in our favourite designers' colours. Like caps, apart from Damali caps in our hands, ready to throw them at the enemy. Bariatrian says, haha, who the fuck has been stocking up on Pavarotti in the 2020s? AW says, hello, Mitch. Hello, AW. Have you tried a Rocco Barocco joint? If so, your thoughts? I have. I'm not huge on it. I need to spend more time with it. I think I also need to spend more time with my mattress because the yawns have started. And I am tired, friends. Of that, there can be little doubt. So I'm going to go. I've gone well over 2 hours today. Jacob's going to start streaming soon anyway, so I would, if you have a streaming need, I would point you in Jacob's direction. I would also point you in Jonathan's direction for a new fragrance channel. If you are interested, if you want to follow a new fragrance content creator, but a man who has been around for a long time, kind of the same as like what I did. Like he was like watching videos for years and then commenting on videos for years, and now he's making videos. He will be a welcome addition and somebody. So I will put Jonathan's, oh God, will I put Jonathan's thingy in the chat? Hold on a second. Jonathan 1970. Oh, please tell us. I'll put the chat. Oh, God. Ramsey's got a video with him, but it doesn't have the link to his channel. No, I don't want to see that. No, it didn't mean. There it is. There it is. If you just search Jonathan 1970, all one word, by the way, you'll find it, but I'll put it in the chat. Hold on. So if you are re-watching this video and you get to the end of it, there's a link for you all. Jonathan's first video is awesome. That's right. And he's going to be doing more soon. Yes, Jonathan. Jonathan B. Swift. Going to sub. Yeah. There's the channel. All right, get some good sleep. I will get some good sleep. Hello, Vic. Sorry, mate. I'm just about to sign off. Barry Adrian says he might have more obscure fragrances than Rich. I do believe he does. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Thank you very much for commenting, and thank you very much for liking. I appreciate it. I appreciate it greatly. What am I? I am going to go. I may partake of a slight nibble before I go to sleep, and then I will be going to sleep. So thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate it, and I will see you all again soon. Goodbye.